stuff people want to see.
Come on, Sheep. You're doing good, Sheep.
Peanut. Stop biting me. They have become goats. Oh. Hi, guys. There's no shortage of work around here, that's for sure. Good morning, you guys. It is Tuesday. We got rained out last night early morning. I don't think we got a lot, but I think it came down hard and fast. So we're rained out of the fields. I'm trying not to be too stressed about it because we do need the rain for the corn that's emerging. On that side, we're very, very grateful for it. The only problem is it's put a hold on soybean planting yet again. We do have to run to town though. We had to power wash our sprayer first thing this morning. Mark is getting his other tires put back on the sprayer. He's had his big chunky tires on the spring. It's just a little better for the ground, I think, for compaction. So we're putting our row crop tires back on it so it'll fit a little nicer between the rows. Chris is just finishing up chores here, and I do have Rex later on today. So I think probably this, I'll just see what Mark needs me for today, and then if I get a chance, I want to jostle some sheep around just so it's easy moving the sheep around for Rex, because it'll be just the two of us doing it. So we have to keep that as simple as possible. Okay, I am back where I am supposed to be. We spent most of the morning just doing some odds and sods. We refilled the air seeder, so when we can go again, we can just go to the field. We just got back from doing a bit of a crop tour to see where we're at in terms of moisture. He thinks perhaps by late afternoon we might be able to go and start working ground again. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to help Rex at 4. I'm probably not going to be done until 5:36. I'm going to then spell off Mark in the field, and Mark is going to spread some more potash on the fields. The other thing I'm hoping to do, since we have such a big group of bottle babies, especially the big ones, I really like to move them across the road now that that barn is totally empty. Get them on the water, get them trained on the water, and then in a couple weeks when these guys are weaned, probably like the week before the rest go over, then they can go over and the older ones can train them on the water. The water bowls are a little fussy over there. There's a little spigot they have to learn. And this has helped, actually, just moving some ahead of others to get them sort of trained. I was going to attempt to do this by myself today, but I'm wondering, because it's such a big group, maybe I'll wait till I have Carissa in the morning, do it at like 7 when it's cooler. But in saying that, I might actually start moving, I might move the nanny over and just start taking some of these hoses down. They don't need as many nipples as they have right now. So I'm gonna just spend the afternoon doing that. I need to move some sheep around to make the whole scaling process a little easier for Rex. Okay, I got all the animals moved over to the front 2 pens here. So it's the closest to the handling system. So hopefully we'll be able to get them moved up a little better than I was able to move PETA and her friends up. Actually, PETA's pen was good, but PETA herself was miserable. She has a lot to do with it. I want to give you a little update on my lamb that was down last week. She was doing really good, and then she went down again. So I've been back on, actually haven't stopped treating this lamb. I actually started giving her an antibiotic 2 days ago, and she's up, and she was actually eating out of the bunk about 10 minutes ago, and now I gotta find her again. This pen likes to lay on this side instead of the far side, so the far side's like empty, and they all congregate here because of these guys. So they're pretty smart. But I can't find my girl again. She does hide from me on purpose, I'm sure. Looking good, honey. Mom?
Since during this, we're editing it out.
That's the stuff people want to see. They only want to see the fail.
Go on, Jeep. Go on, Jeep. You're doing good, Jeep. You may go. Rams in a little longer than sometimes?
Sorry?
You leave rams in a little longer.
21 days. Now what does F mean?
F means false pregnant. Rex just left, and we had another really good scan. I don't know what's going on. I know a lot of people cringe and roll their eyes at all the things that I do, but we've had quite a few good scans, and I'm really proud of these girls. And boys, of course. Let's not forget the boys. They're 50% of the magic. So yeah, I think we're sitting at, I think we had 11 open U's out of 110 total, so 99, the great one. 99 that are having babies in August here, so we're gonna be busy. Our 3 musketeers are confirmed pregnant, so that's Teddy and Freckles and PETA. Lovely PETA. Something to look forward to. I always like having a few known ladies in a group, just have something to sort of look forward to. I mean, I look forward to all of them lambing, but it's nice when you have a couple friends that you can dote over. Where are the lovely ladies? So we did an orange stripe on all the open. So there were 7 open ewe lambs and 4 open mature ewes with the orange stripes here. Ewe. And I guess the other ones are down there. Pete and Teddy are right together. Guys, don't be shy. There they are. We also had a really good chat about joint ill. I asked him why I'm only seeing it in the bottle babies and why I'm seeing it like quite a bit later than if they contracted it like right when they were born through the navel. And he goes, well, it's also because they are the ones that probably didn't get enough colostrum. And he said, how much are you actually feeding with the mixed colostrum? And I said, typically as much as they'll drink. And he said, actually keep doing that. He said, tell Carissa too. Typically I'm happy if they're still on mom and they drink like 50 mils, I'm usually, okay, good, let's move on. And he said, no, keep feeding them. So that was a worthwhile discussion. So I think the navels were doing good, obviously, because the rest with their moms, there's not one lamb that has come down with joint ill in the main pen. It's all been bottle babies. So it sort of tracks with the colostrum theory. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna feed a lot more colostrum, I think, in this next August group and see if we see a difference. Hi, Peanut. You wanna say hi to everybody? This is Peanut. How big you are. Hi. You're not near as friendly as you were. Hey. You liked me when you were a baby. We did watch Mark go out with the Joker, so I think I'm gonna go spell him off for the rest of the night. And yeah, tomorrow morning I've already texted Carissa and we're gonna work at moving those older bottle babies over to the big kid barn. Peanut, what are you doing? Yeah, you guys. Hey, how'd you get out of there? Yeah. Morning. You know, I planned it this early, and what's going to happen is Mark's going to be like, oh, I don't need you after. Yeah. They're calling for rain now at like noon. Yeah, I've seen that. So I was like, I said, can I still do the thing with, can I still move those lambs with Carissa? And he's like, well, I'll go and plant now. And that was like at 8 o'clock last, or 7 o'clock last night? Yeah. Guys, stop. Yeah, they fight. Oh, so I don't know how far he got last night, but I'm like, oh, I'll just get it done. And then, because it's hot already. I don't know if that's long enough. That's stop biting me. I had a good conversation with Rex about joint ill yesterday, so that was good. I'm like, why is it just the bottle babies? Like, why is it, like, there's none in there and they're siblings. Like, it's not like there's a few. And he goes, colostrum. So when I'm only giving like 50, he goes, feed them as much as they want. Because he goes, if you get that into them right away, and you don't get back to the lamb for like 4 or 5 hours, at least you've had that big chunk. And he goes, if you only get them 50 at the beginning, and they never really get enough out of mom for that first 5 hours, then they're done. Oh. Yeah, because I remember that year where you were testing. I was testing it. I'm glad I did, because that always just stuck in my brain as like, we got to feed more of it because it's not the same as mama's milk. Interesting. Do you think they go up the ramp? We're down into the food now, so I'll have to eat. There's still some really small ones. I don't think they'll ever grow. No. Like, I just don't think they're skinny and Good. Got her.
I think we can lift it off.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
They have become goats.
Okay.
All right. Hopefully.
They're already climbing on it.
Yeah.
That's probably why it's so heavy.
Like, what's going on here? Like, go this way.
Yeah, here they all come.
Yeah. Wonder if I just go up in there and they'll just follow me. Oh!
Yep, that's 4.
Alright, you're the last one. I don't know if that was better.
I don't know.
Come on, that's it. That's it. Follow.
There.
Come on. Be brave. That's it. Is that it? Good. Where do you think you're going? She's like, no. No. What are you doing? Come on, go see your friends. There they are. There they are. There they are. All right. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Hi, guys. Good morning. We've already been hard at it. Chris and I did manage to get those bottle babies over to the teenage barn. They were not easy to load just because they love us. They are not scared of us. So they kept wanting to turn around and like talk to us instead of like go on the trailer. Sometimes bottle babies can be like that. Sometimes they can be really scared of you. Rarely, but sometimes they can. And then other groups are just like, we want you. We have a surprise storm that is on its way, of course, when we're finally like really going hard at planting soybeans. Mark actually went back out last night at 7 and worked till, I don't know, midnight. So he's finishing that this morning. I'm gonna grab a few more bags just to make sure he's got enough to finish that field. And then I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I don't know if he wants me to start jokering the next field or if he wants to wait and see if we get this storm. All right, he finished the field. He did not need me. He did not need seeds, so that's great. I'm gonna head back home and wait for him. I'm gonna get back on the joker, I think, and work the next field for him, and he is gonna work on fertilizer, and then we're gonna just see what happens with this storm, if we're gonna get it. If we don't get it, we could potentially have a lot of soybeans in before Saturday, which is great. There's no shortage of work around here, that's for sure. Just wanted to check in on my lambs. I'll have to do this a few times through the next couple days to make sure they figure out this water. Hi, kids. You got it figured out? It's your water. Just like the hay. Hi, sweetie. All right, well, we didn't need the extra seed after all that slugging. So I'm gonna grab the forklift, which is what I should have done the first time, and take this out. We're back in the fields. I have a little bit of a story time because this field is sort of special to me. This is where my career first started when I moved to Mark's neck of the wood after university. So I worked with Mark's dad and Mark's brother in their poultry operation. We all worked together as a family, so Mark still ran all the fields and the crops, and I helped him back then. But I also helped manage broiler breeders, which is sort of the parents of the chickens that would get raised for meat later by other farmers. So I would have the hens and the roosters, and they would mate, and then we would collect their fertile eggs, and then the hatchery would come every 2 days and pick up the eggs, and then they get put in a hatcher, and then they'd hatch, and then they go to a broiler farmer. And a broiler farmer is like a meat bird farmer. So that's the barns behind me. So the far one over there, it was built, I basically started running that barn when Jack was 6 weeks old. And then the bigger, wider one was built, I can't remember when the second one was built. I think the second one was built like 6 years later. Definitely a lot of work with little kids. The broiler breeder part of my life, that career, I would say, was one of the most challenging, one of the most rewarding in terms of learning. Like, I learned so much. The science behind it, there's so much science in nutrition and how to raise them, and it's come in really, really handy in the sheep world. I worked at this facility for like 11 years, and then in 2011 we sort of split off, started doing our own thing, and then 2012 is when I got into sheep. I really, really liked the work. I wasn't in a great headspace for a lot of those years. I probably had a bad case of postpartum depression definitely after Jess, probably had a little bit after Jack, but didn't know what that was or what that felt like. But most definitely after Jess, I was bad. I was bad for a lot of years when I was working here. I remember a lot of days just crying in the barns with the chickens. Not really thinking that that was a red flag, but looking back, definitely was. All that to say is, it was a great time career-wise, not a great time in my brain. Anyway, here we are 12 years later. I think I've been a sheep farmer for 12 years now, and I have to say that I think I found my place. So anyway, that's a little bit of a history lesson of my life since graduating in 1998. Oh my god, that's like a different century. Hello. It is much later. It is 8 o'clock, I think, and I'm in my last field for today. We're getting through it. We did not get the rain that they were calling for. We got a little drizzle just before I started in that last field, but we were supposed to get another shot at 4 o'clock, and it fizzled. We didn't get it. It actually built just north of us. I'm working this field, and Mark is planting at the field that I was working all afternoon. It took me a long time. It took me till 5:30, I think, to finish over there. We're probably just gonna end the day in this field, get this done, and then, yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings.